a child, a significant other. It's never putting me on focus, focusing on me. And it's like, if you focus on you for one fucking minute of the day, oh, you selfish.
You selfish. How dare you?
Motherfucker, what?
Yeah. How dare you? How dare you?
It's like now, like, we want somebody to take care of us. And then as women, everything is on our fucking shoulders all the damn time. Like, that shit is tiring. That shit is stressful as fuck. That's why, and even heart attacks in women, the symptoms are different because we stress the fuck out. So I guess our body said we got to figure out some other way to tell you're having a heart attack.
Yes.
Because the normal shit ain't fucking working.
Because you're constantly in a fight or flight.
Yes! Yeah! That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
We're back in that circle. Like
every fucking day. Every day having to pretend and just compartmentalize shit so that this shit, the bullshit that's going on here, don't affect the bullshit that's going on here. Don't affect the bullshit that's going on here. And then somewhere in the mix of all of that shit, it's you.
Right.
That's
a very small portion of it, though.
Very small portion.
You.
Like, what?
And then when you try to make that a little bit bigger, it's just like, hold on.
It's a whole problem. Like, what? Like, what the fuck? Like,
that part. It's a whole problem. But one day at a time, of my selfishness, because I have to tell myself the silver linings of stuff, or even try to tell myself that when I'm doing something selfish for me, that my kids is doing some shit that's selfish for them too. That they don't even take a hot minute about. When you walk past me with Chick-fil-A in your hand and you know I ain't eat all day, that's you being selfish, honey. You know that for you. Like, yes. And I'm not faulting you for it. I ain't doing none of that, because when I go out and get me something to eat, honey, then I'm gonna go get me something to eat.
Right. Like I fed you every fucking day you've been here. Every day you've been here, I fed you.
On days I didn't want to, when I just wanted to go enjoy my shit to myself, I had to share shit with you.
It's just the first day the damn eggs divided, I've been fucking feeding you. Come on.
Like, yeah, no, they on their stuff, they on Dolo stuff. So I gotta look at it like that, say now and then everything. Oh, you ain't got you something to eat? I sure did. I was hungry.
It ain't no babies. Nobody is a baby. Nobody is a baby. And it'd be so funny because within the past week, I have been asked, and this shows how people perceive women. Mm-hmm. Oh, what time do you cook dinner? What are you making for dinner? My youngest is 14. Not saying I don't cook, but I mean,
yeah, no,
I got other shit I got to do. And to cook and clean up after I cook, because they don't find you something to eat. I don't know what you're gonna do. Find you something to eat.
Find you something.
Just do something. So how do we reclaim ourselves? How do we? I don't know. I have one thing that I do is my solo trips. As soon as Corona is back on, it's done. It's done. And I was so scared the first time I went. Funny as shit. I was in the room. I had got me a big ass bottle. I had to drove to Charlotte, and I worked. Mm-hmm. I got on the fucking laptop, and I started like creating, like doing some research or presentation or some shit for the other podcast. Mm-hmm. And my cousin was like, "What you doing?" I was like, "I'm working." And he was like, "Well, if that's fun to you," and and it just was like, self-care. I didn't even, it wasn't that. That was my self-care. I didn't even know what the fuck to do. Right. I had no idea what to do with myself. I was so scared, and I was like, I don't know where to go. I don't even know her. Like, I don't even know this bitch that I'm here with, and it's fucking me. Like, like I didn't know what to do. But like, I've never had that where it was just, I didn't know what to do. So I got drunk, and then I went and saw Das Effects performing, and it was the funniest shit in the world. And I was drunk, and it was like nobody bothered me. I got drunk. I left and came back on time, and then it started to, like, bitch, learn to enjoy your own company. Because again, these children gonna be gone. Husband's still gonna be on the road. So what you gonna do when there's nobody else to interact with but you?
Right.
So that's just one. But I haven't figured out what else it is. Like, I'm still learning What to
I
do?
don't know. I've done therapy, which obviously is kryptonite in the black community, right? I was very adamant about getting a black therapist when looking for a therapist. Only because I was like, I hate to say this, but I didn't want white empathetic tears. Like, I don't know if it was a lot of relations, and I don't want that to be like, oh well, I'm going through this, and you're like, oh well, that's okay, kind of situation, and it's just like,
oh, I understand.
I don't need.
I googled what my therapist looked like before I chose her because I need somebody to look like me, so I don't have to waste my money and my time explaining to you why I feel this way. I could just talk to my doctor and be like, and she'd be like, "Oh, okay, I get it. Exactly. That's wasting my money. That's wasting my time." And it had to be a woman because men don't fuck. You can't tell me shit. Like you can whatever. You can assimilate. You can pretend to understand, but it's not going to make sense to you all of this because your books can't teach you that. Right. It's some shit that you gotta fucking learn through life.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm gonna be adamant about shopping around too because I've been through two before I found one that I actually like. The vibe was off with the first one, kind of like, whatever. Yeah. The second one was a black therapist, and she was black. And when I say that, I mean like my appointment's at 6:30, and I'm ringing the bell, and I'm here at 6:30, and where are you? And I gotta track you down and keep on, like I'm trying to get you to pay a bill or something to get an appointment. And I'm like, and when I got in there, it was an awesome session, but I need consistency with the awesome session. Right. So it was like nothing, and it was just like, okay, now what? And Corona happened, and it was like even worse than trying to get in touch with her. So then I had to find another one, and it's like starting all over again. Where do you start? Where do you not start? And then I felt like I was trying to be kind of careful with my words, even in that. Yeah. Because you don't want to come across as labeled.
That part.
The bipolar word floating around and stuff like that. And it's just like, you want to be careful, for me anyway, when I was just like, well, how are you feeling with your anxiety? Because I was like, I need to get my anxiety under control. And it was like, I'm having good days. I felt really up. And even when I said felt really up, it like kind of triggered something in me to be like, when you bipolar, you have up and downs and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, I ain't feel up. I felt like, like I felt real good that day. And, so trying to be careful in that because I read a quote that says something like, cops are to black men, or doctors are to black women as cops are to black men.
Wow.
And not listening to us or just basically throwing medication at it. And I was very adamant about that when I went in for a session. Like,
yes,
I don't want medication. I want to work out every other solution that we can get to. And if medication is the last result, I'm not against it, but we can visit it if that's the last result. So just going in and advocating for yourself and not letting somebody just because they have a degree tell you what's best for you in your mind. Like, so, but still be receptive and open to what they're giving you. So therapy, mental therapy, regular retail therapy.
Hell yes.
A great thing.
I'm like, who doesn't say money can't buy you happiness? Because I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see who said that. Because I don't believe you. It does make, like, we're always buying and doing stuff and paying bills and doing stuff for everybody else. Bitch, buy something for yourself sometimes. Right. It doesn't even have to, like, just do it.
Something.
And I'll be like, I'd just be so happy.
But it's just for you. It's just for me. It's not for everybody else. Like, I'm going to LensCrafters this week, and I'm going to pick me out a pair of frames that's going to be on my face. It's not for my kids.
Right.
It's not for my man. It ain't for my dog. It ain't for work. It's just for me. Like, these are the frames that's going to be on my face throughout the year. I need them to be cute. I ain't worrying about pricing right now.
That's right.
My outfit. Like, it's hard for us to do that, especially as moms, though, because, I don't know when's the last time you went in the store and bought just you something not. Oh, I thought that was cute for John. No, I thought that was cute for,
all the time.
Or whatever. So it's just like you feel bad for getting just you something.
I'm like, what? They don't do nothing for me. These ratchets don't do nothing for me.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm making a commitment to, number one, travel more, because it's just more of the world than where I live, and I'm fucking tired of looking at it, honestly.
Right.
So let's just see. Let's just see what else. What else? I'm telling you, I don't know. California. I plan on going back again this year. I'm man. I'm here for it.
Okay.
I was looking for jobs out there and everything. Like I had to know. All I had it planned out. Like me and Jamil could go,
Okay.
and Yassine could drive trucks anywhere, so he could just drive
Right.
trucks there.
No time.
And here go Jordan. I came out of California with y'all. I was like, but you and me in school.
Right.
I was like, shoot, I get me a little 2-bedroom something somewhere.
Right.
I hadn't picked out what area I was going to live. It was done. It was in my mind. Ready. And I'm still not canceling it out. Like, it is what it is.
Mm-mm. Also doing the inner within yourself, basically. I like to write a lot, and I'm writing the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us like to avoid the ugly, but we can't avoid it within ourselves. So, like, if we can't face the own fucked up shit that we did in our own, like, damn, you really did that, girl?
Yeah.
Like, you really did not have to go there like that. Like, really checking you. Like, you know what I mean?
Man.
And you don't leave room for other people to check you, and that stuff don't even phase you. Like, yeah, I already know what I did. I know I was there. I did it, you know? But if I worked through it and I forgave myself, you can't use that as a weapon.
Oh, you set up that, bruh. That fucking forgiving yourself for the bullshit you have, man. Now you said a whole mouthful there. Like it took several sessions for me to even be okay with forgiving myself for the bullshit that I've done.
Yeah.
And she just was like, "Why we keep bringing this up? Right? Like, why haven't you forgiven yourself for that? Can you change it? Like, what is like? It's a reason why you did that." Let's just get to the why and go ahead and then when I understood the why, I'm like,
right,
yeah, you know what? It don't even bother me no more.
See?
So it's like, yeah, so it's like if you call me out on it, you just wasting your time. I done been got over that shit. It is what the fuck it is.
For years, honey.
For years, 15 years holding a grudge against myself for some bullshit.
Yeah. I don't care about that. That's like when somebody call you fat, girl. I look in the mirror every morning. I know I'm fat.
I know it's his. I know when I was tucking it in
my pants this morning. Oh, you ain't got nothing against me. I don't care about that.
They be like, I know I'm an asshole. It's all right. And it'd be so funny because I'm starting to be like, bro, you a whole asshole in these streets. Why you steady talking some don't be an asshole? Bitch, tell yourself that. Because I saw that the other day. Like, maybe it's you. You take your own advice.
Yeah, that's the best thing. Once we start doing that for each other or doing that for ourselves, then it's like, you know what you want to accept and not accept from others, pretty much. Like, nah, I'm okay with that.
Right. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, we do a famous Virgo, and this whole story is funny. It blew my mind because because I do a quote too, and I knew what quote I wanted for this episode. And when I looked it up, I bust out fucking crying because first of all, sis is a Virgo.
Okay.
And you know the flawless, because I'm gonna read it because I'm reading the whole fucking thing.
Okay.
And I just was like, first of all, she's a Virgo. Like, really, Beyonce? Of course you would hire a fucking Virgo to fucking speak on your shit. And then I'm reading it, so her name, because I had to Google it to make sure I was pronouncing it right. Shoot, I'm going to say it wrong. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Boom. Okay. Yeah, I had to look it up. So she did a TED Talk a few years ago, which is crazy because it was her TED Talk that became the spoken word part of Flawless.
Okay.
And because, we were talking and it was this one part. Girl, and I called Tarek and I was crying. And he was like, what the fuck? What is wrong with you? Because he said the joint crying. And I'm like, no, it's because it's working out right. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing in life, and the universe is sending me signs. And he was like, oh, okay, well, calm down. At least it's not a drunk cry. I'm like, no, you don't understand. So, and it's the title of her TED Talk was called "We Should All Be Feminists." And so it was, we teach girls to shrink themselves, to make themselves smaller. We say to girls, you can have ambition, but not too much. You should aim to be successful, but not